days ago. Got home from vacation. I am a bit of a WoW player, you could say, and they have made some changes to the ring that they introduced in this latest patch. Basically, now, you can get all the gems just through a little bit of grinding, or at least so I've heard. Either that or my friends lied to me. We will find out. But today, basically, I plan to do some dailies on the Siren Isle. Try and get those gems that I mentioned before. And we will see how it goes. Here is my character screen. This expansion so far, I've been maining my druid. I've been tanking on him with my guilds. Random piece of information that no one cares about. We are on Mythic Brood Twister. That fight sucks, but that's okay. He's gonna die pretty soon. Anyways, let's get into it. I want to have the music on in the background, along with the ambient noises. Those are generally pleasant, I think, but we will see. I'm still trying to sort out everything when it comes to sound and all that, so we will be messing with it as we go. But for now, let us grab all the dailies and what such. So I haven't logged into this character or to this game for about a week and a half at this point. So I also think I have this. I might have like a main quest line to also be doing, which I think is this part. Other than that, we're just gonna wander around, hopefully get some gems, along with some other things, and we will see how it goes. So right now, we have a bunch of stuff to do. I think that is everything in the hub, though. I don't have to do anything with the map right now. So let's get done with the main part first, I suppose. Gotta do a little bit of searching. I get to use my cool little fish form that I have from last expansion. Grab that up. I think I will turn up the audio a little bit. I can do this in post too, though, so it's not the biggest deal. So we got that done. Complete activity, so we'll just get that done as we go. We have a lot of things to kill in this area, I think. Yep. We have a ton to do in here. So we shall get started. Although it will probably take a little while. That'll give me 8% actually. Never mind, this will be very quick. Grab up this little barrel here. That gives me 2%, very easy. Got this little, this shaman guy, so we can just kind of barrel through everything. It's also a rare, might as well grab it up. One thing I like about doing world content as a tank is you can literally just solo anything, right? Like realistically. It might take a while, for sure. If you're truly soloing this rare that's meant to be killed by, like 10 people. But you can always do it. I assume that's probably the case for most classes. But I don't know, I feel like doing some of this shit on like a fire mage or something. I feel like it'd be annoying because you just have to be kiting, right? I do have my weak wars disabled just because I think they kind of like unnecessary clutter when just for like recording, right? We're gonna go click on this little cannon up here. Okay, except I can't do it in shapeshift. I have no clue what this is. What are we doing? We're just shooting things. Just give me percent. Or is this an event? This is different. Okay, this is a different event. Got it. I feel like there's another cannon stealing my kills, bro. What the hell? Oh, just sometimes the cannonball, like, maybe, I don't know. Whatever, we'll get this done real quick. So just randomly while I'm sitting here, I might as well yap a little bit. I started playing WoW in 2019, actually, with the fresh release of Classic. So before that, I'd never played. Well, I had technically played a little bit of retail, just like free trial weekends, random stuff, just soloing it. I could probably find it on this account. I probably had like a level 20 hunter in like BFA or whatever, right? So basically I didn't play. But I had tried it out and whatnot. But 2019 Classic. Oh, we're done with this totally, aren't we? Yeah. In 2019 Classic, I had a friend that randomly messaged me and one other guy one day, and he's like, hey, look at this. WoW Classic is releasing. None of us have ever played WoW at all. We had another friend who played WoW, and we'd always poke fun at him for it. But basically, they messaged me, and they're like, "Hey, I'm gonna give it a try over the weekend or whatever. If you're down." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm down. Let's go." So we ended up playing Classic for the first time, the three of us. We were bad at the game, obviously, right? As everyone is. So it took us a while. We were just leveling. Sadly, both of them quit, stopped playing, like right before Ragefire Chasm, which on Horde side is the first dungeon at like level 13, right? Very early on. Not early for us, because we had probably taken a long time to get to that point. But they ended up quitting before then. I kept playing. I was on a warrior, an orc warrior, I believe. And I don't know, I fell in love with the game a little bit. I even still remember, like one of my first BOE greens I got in the Barrens was that cool looking shield. I might actually have it randomly. It was a very cool looking shield. Or at least I thought. It's a little like kite looking thing. I bet I have one here. Yeah, this thing. So it was this little shield. So I was leveling with that. I remember getting it at the very least. And to me, at that point, it was very special and I liked it. But, yes, they ended up quitting. I kept playing. During the Classic, so we had actually joined a little early, or a little late. By the time I got to 60 and wanted to start raiding, it was in the middle of like BWL or something, and I was still pretty. I was still pretty new to the game, not confident in my abilities or anything, so I was pretty hesitant to raid. Basically, I was on. I think originally the server was Kirtonos. I think it was Kirtonos on the 2019 Classic, and I found this group of people that held a oh jeez, that lag. That held a drunk MC bug every like Friday or whatever it was. I think it was Friday. And so I ended up joining them. I was on my warrior, right? So I did some DPSing, but I was also helping tank on like Gar or what the hell is his name? Major Domo. As warriors did. Major Domo, actually, I was the Major Domo tank. So I had that boring ass job of sitting there, hitting Major Domo, who had an absorb shield, right? And I'm a warrior at that point. So I'm just hitting an absorb shield, getting 0 rage, basically just auto-attacking. So yeah, that was fun. But I stuck with those guys for quite a while. I raided in their MC bug for a bit. But they didn't have room for me on the main roster, and at that point I probably didn't really care about joining a main roster. So I found a different, like, mass guild and just joined and did some BWL with them. I ran with a GDKP group in AQ quite a bit. They were very nice. They were very good also. So that was pretty fun. And that was basically my classic raid experiments. What the hell am I doing here? So I stepped into Nax with the Friday drunk MC guys at one point. Once I got closer to them and started playing with them more. And then after Classic had kind of run its course during BFA, and Shadowlands was about to come out, I was like, hey, I've got this group of people that I really like playing with, so I might as well join them going to Shadowlands, right? Ish, oh, interesting. Warbound Dagger, cool. It should be noted that, as with most classic guilds, most like run-of-the-mill classic guilds, most of the players aren't amazing. There are a few really good players, but like, you're playing classic, so at a certain point, the content is easy and doesn't really require you to be incredibly mechanically gifted. Retail, for the most part, is kind of the opposite. You have to be mechanically not gifted, but just skilled. Like it does require mechanics to do the high-level content in this game. And so we ended up going into Shadowlands with those guys. We did Nathria, my very first retail raid. Absolutely incredible. I loved that raid. Maybe there's some, first raid bias in there, I'm sure, but I do think it was a very good raid, and it's probably still well regarded. Okay, well, at some point during that recording, my mic stopped working. It was right after I was talking about Nathria, which I really liked. We got AOTC in Nathria, quite late. We realistically weren't the best. I was on it, so it couldn't have been that good, because I was still bad at that point. And, so yeah, we got AOTC pretty late. Ended up not wanting to progress into Mythic because we didn't think we were going to be good enough, and we didn't really have the roster numbers to do so. So we didn't go into Mythic. I did, however, find a different guild that were doing Mythic prog, and they were bugging every now and again. So I would play with them like every week, like 1 or 2 days. I don't exactly remember. But they were nice. They were decent. They took me in as I probably wasn't the best, so I'm grateful for that at the very least. However, we did end up killing, what's it called? We killed Huntsman and Shriekwing, or I killed Huntsman and Shriekwing with them. I think they kept going. I eventually stopped after that. I was happy with my progress, and so I was like, yeah, that's good enough for me, and I stopped. Again, Nathria, I love that place. I will probably always love that place. So yeah, that was my Nathria experience. That guild, oh man, my memory is not great for it. I can't remember if we went into the next raid with that same guild or not. I want to say we did for a while. Yeah, because we did Sylvanas. Whatever that was. What the hell is this guy? Shadowlands. Was that just Sanctum? Probably. So second raid, right? Yeah. So we did Sylvanas. We got AOTC in that raid again. We did a few mythic bosses, I think, but not many. We still weren't very good, right? But slowly but surely, you end up hitting the roster boss. People don't want to show up, and they're just kind of getting more bored with the season as it goes, so it is what it is. A third raid, Sepulchre. Me and 2 of the guys from last guild, who are actually in this guild and are very good friends of mine. I play with them. Basically, we do M+ all the time and stuff. They're very good friends of mine. But me and those 2 went to a different guild for Sepulchre. I can't remember. I want to say we got up. We definitely got AOTC. I think. Man, I don't remember. I didn't play much this raid. I don't know how much Mythic we did. We might have killed the first 8 bosses, but we didn't do very much Mythic. Either way, we ended up leaving that guild as well at the end of that season. Going into Dragonflight, basically none of us really were super keen on joining a different raid team, I don't think. I think we had some. I think one of us in the group of three did end up raiding more in Dragonflight. I could be wrong about that. Basically, none of us really raided a ton in Dragonflight. We kind of just we did plus a lot, and we did did things on ults, leveling ults, doing just like heroic raid bugs and whatnot, just playing the game really. But at the end of Dragonflight was great. I liked Dragonflight quite a bit as well. But at the end of Dragonflight, one of the guys, I should probably name them at this point. So there's me, there's Nizzo, and there's Womp. Womp is canonically our healer, mostly. He is very good healer. And Nizzo canonically is a DPS, mostly Warlock. And I've kind of been bouncing between things. That's kind of how I am with these games, with different MMOs and RPGs that have classes. I'm very fond of trying everything out. Just kind of a habit of mine. I like testing the waters and everything. I like playing a little bit of everything and just kind of gaining as much knowledge as I can of the game. So I ended up bouncing between ults. But at the start of Dragonflight, I had basically committed to tanking. I was playing DPS Warrior in Shadowlands, like I said, and man, queuing for M+ when you're a shit player, and you're just sitting in LFG, looking for a plus, like a vault, like a plus 20 vault or plus 15 vault, whatever it used to be, and you're just sitting there and you're like, man, I've been here for half an hour and I can't get a group. I was so tired of that. I hated it so much. I think even in the end of Shadowlands, I was pretty. I knew I wanted to start tanking, and I'd been playing my bear a little bit at the end of Shadowlands. So going into Dragonflight, I was like, okay, bear is a easy tank rotationally. I don't really have to worry about much. I spam a few buttons. I have a lot of utility, which I like because that adds a skill ceiling, and I like that. But it's simple tanking. I can learn how to tank. I can do it on a class I'm familiar with, and that is mechanically not that difficult. So going into Dragonflight, I was like, okay, I'm going to bear tank. That's what I'm going to main. So throughout that entire expansion, I was bear tanking with my friends. Womp was healing again. He was on Mistweaver quite a bit because that was pretty good. That was very, very fun. The Mistweaver and bear combo is super nice. You have so much lockdown and stuff. You have so much utility that you can basically solo heal, solo carry the group with as the tank and healer duo, which was OP as fuck. Meanwhile, Nissa was still DPSing, and man, every time he would be solo looking for groups in M+, he would always complain about it. It was always so funny. But yeah, I went through Dragonflight doing bear tank stuff, and then at the end of Dragonflight, Nizzo was like, hey, I want to raid more seriously in the next expansion, aka the War Within, where we are right now. And so he went out looking for a guild. And me and Womp basically tagged along. He ended up joining this guild, which is Monkeys. Monkeys. They are, light mythic raiders for the most part. I don't entirely know their history. They are very nice. We joined up and we have all been fitting in very well. The vibes are very immaculate, and we're actually making decent prog, I think at least. First 4 mythic. We went into mythic quite late, to be honest. We were kind of re-clearing a rogue for a while just to get the last trinkets and stuff that we needed. Eventually we went to mythic. First 3 bosses died relatively quickly. Rashanon, the 4th boss, took a little longer, but not that long, even still. Rashanon was kind of a harder boss, I think, just numbers-wise, I guess. So yeah, we killed first 4 mythic in relative ease, and then we hit Brood Twister. Since we hit Brood Twister, we've been through the holidays, Thanksgiving, and now Christmas and stuff. So we've rated a little less than I would have liked, but it's the holidays, it is what it is. But once we hit Brood Twister, the proc definitely slowed down. That boss kind of sucks. It's super weak aura dependent, and literally for the first night we were on that fight, like 90% of our raid time was just like proccing the weak aura, right? Like we would do like the first exit, if even that, and then we were just like proccing weak aura issues and other tech issues and whatnot. So it's just kind of annoying, but it is what it is. I think as of right now, our best pull is, I want to say like 12%, but we're still pretty inconsistent. Getting to that point consistently is honestly pretty hard. It's just like you have to play perfectly. If you miss an egg, it's just over basically. And you're still proccing, like you're still getting FPS issues from all the mechanics, and you're still kind of proccing weak auras as you go. But yeah, we're making prog on that. It should die pretty soon. I don't think it'll actually be that much longer. I have high hopes. And then I'm very, very excited for Kaiveza. That fight looks like it's going to be an absolute fucking banger. Very excited for that place, or for that boss. I think it will be difficult, but not in the same difficulty that Brood Twister is. I think Kaiveza is just like numbers wise, and like just like kind of like, just the mechanics, which is what you should be dealing with in WoW. Those will be hard. But like oh wait, I got a thing I didn't realize. The like weak aura issues and all that should be less prominent. The frame issues as well should be less prominent. The frame issues in Brood Twister again are atrocious. It's so bad. But that should be much better. So yeah, I'm excited for Kaiveza. We should kill Brood Twister pretty soon, I think. But again, I mean, I'm loving this guild. I guess I should preface a little bit by saying, so during Shadowlands in Castle Nathria, I was still very new to the game, but during Heroic Stone Legion Generals, so for the most part, Womp was raid leading. Womp had like the most experience. He's been playing since Kata. Like in Kata he played very hardcore. Since then less so, but he's still very good. So he was raid leading our first guild during Nathria. And during Heroic Stone Legion Generals, which for whoever remembers that fight, it's pretty chaotic. There's quite a bit of mechanics. Mythic was even worse. We obviously never even got close to Mythic. But that fight on Mythic is regarded for being a big, like just very, very hard, like way too hard. So on that fight, I ended up taking up kind of a mantle of helping with callouts during fights. On that fight, when we killed it, I think I was doing like, I don't remember. I'm gonna make up a number basically. It's probably doing like half the callouts, right? For the abilities, just because at that point I had gotten comfortable with the fight, and once I'm comfortable with the fight, I can do callouts quite easily. See, I was like, that was kind of when I started to step into more of like a raid leader-ish position, and got more used to that. I like it because it helps me focus on the fight. It helps me like just keep completely engaged and locked in, because I know I had to do the fight correctly myself, and also help other people do the fight correctly by reminding them when important things are coming up. So I did that, and then once, so Dragonflight again, we didn't raid very much. We did a little bit. I want to say I helped with calls in one of the guilds we were in Dragonflight. At the end of Shadowlands, rather. In that guild, we were in a new guild. I want to say I helped with some calls, but I don't remember. I think I was still Fury Warrior at that point, or whatever. I could be making that up in terms of maybe I didn't help with calls, but War Within comes around, and Nizzo, the warlock, is like, hey, I'm gonna raid more seriously, so we end up joining this guild. When we joined the like, I don't want to say raid lead, because I don't know if that's really the title, but it was very inconsistent who was calling out stuff in the raid when I was trialing, right? We were just doing heroic, and like, there would be the guild leader, I think was mostly like had that mantle, but he was also dealing with a lot of other stuff in the group. So the callouts were kind of inconsistent. So I figured as the tank, I would kind of pick up that mantle and start doing callouts. So I did, and that's kind of where I am now. I do raid callouts for this guild during prog, during farm, everything. I really enjoy it. I think it's easy to do when you're tanking because you have less of rotation to deal with. You can kind of read the room a bit more. It's at least easier to do that. So yeah, I've picked up that mantle. It's been fun, and that's just kind of currently where I am. What the hell are we doing here? I've just been yapping for like half an hour at this point. Feels like, at least. Oh yeah, now we should kill mobs, alright? Anyways. So yeah, that's been fun. Prog has been good. I'm enjoying this expansion quite a bit. I am very excited for the next patch, however. The next patch should be very fun. They are making some nice changes and such. So we will see how it goes. I also think I'm not gonna use this, actually. So yeah, that's where I am with this game. That's my history with this game. Let's actually do some dailies, like I said I was gonna do, and hopefully get some more gems for the ring that we got. When the ring came out, I was admittedly, I lost my bomb, didn't I? I was admittedly a little disappointed. My expectation coming in was like, hey, we got this cool ring. I'm gonna hop in, I'm gonna get the ring, and I'm gonna equip it and get a nice upgrade, like right away. On release, that was not the case. I don't know how many people were wearing it, but I don't think it was that many. It wasn't really great. They only gave you 4 gems to work with, and you can socket 3 of them. So it's this ring right here. So you have 3 sockets. They're color coded. And you, like I said, yeah, you only got 4 of them to work with, and they were a little lackluster. So I was a little disappointed going into that. I got the ring and I was like, wow, even though this is my level increase, I might still, I'm not sure if I'm even gaining damage or survivability from taking it. So I haven't used it yet. But now, they basically made it so you can get all the gems whenever you want. You just have to grind them out for a little bit. But they're not like locked behind time gating or anything. So I think now it's probably good. I haven't really kept up with any news, but I would bet quite a lot of money that it's probably good for everyone now, no matter what. Once I get the best gems, I haven't even looked up what the best gems for Guardian Druid are, to be honest. That will come with time. I'm not super worried about right now. We would usually raid today, but again, it's holidays, so we're taking day off. We took last week off as well. I was out of town anyways, but we are re-clearing on Thursday, so hopefully I will have my ring done by then, ideally. And yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully it'll be good. The raid buff in the raid, I think we're going to be at 13% increased damage and healing done. So basically there's a stacking raid buff every other week, where you get like 2-ish% damage and healing increased. It's basically like soft nerfing the bosses, right? It basically just makes the raid easier as we go. Obviously with Brute Twister, I mean, we have the damage to kill that boss. We're gonna overkill it for sure. We just have to get more consistent with the egg breaks and just all the other mechanics. It's a pretty chaotic fight, honestly. Like the prog, at some points it's been frustrating for sure. Right? It's frustrating either way. I think we have like 120 or 140 pulls on the boss. And so that obviously gets a little frustrating, but realistically it is a hard fight. Everyone has to be playing consistently for so long in a fight that is very tilting, very, weak or dependent, very FPS straining. So, yeah, but I think that boss will die soon. But it's pretty bad. I don't think anyone will remember that boss in a positive light. I could be making is just my output or my outlook at this point. I will be very surprised if people end up liking this boss at the end of the day. Okay, let's finish up these dailies. We just gotta kill a bunch more of these guys as I go. Probably take a while. I don't really like this weekly quest, to be honest, but it is what it is. And after this, I'll probably run around and do some of the little cave events to get some more gems, hopefully. I kinda like this rain. Is this the ambient? If this is the ambient, I might hard fuck with this zone for videos. This zone might be a top zone with the rain ambience. Hang on. Let me kill this guy and then look at my settings real quick. Oh yeah, let's go. Oh my god. That's so good. I'll probably turn that up in while editing it, because I think I have 2 separate audio tracks. But yeah, that's sick, wow. Very, very nice rain sounds. That's actually so nice. I just record a lot of background gameplay in this zone with the ambient sound on, and just use that as like background noise if I decide. Or I guess when I decide to do like other just like normal trigger videos. This could be very nice like background noise for it. Because I want to do trigger videos, but I like there to be like a little bit of like background, like music or like some kind of soothing noise in the background as it goes. I think that just adds to it, makes it better. So I think that would be perfect. I think this zone would be perfect for that. I do think I'm going to turn off the music though. Oh, dude, the thunderstorm, holy shit, it's so good. It's so good, it's so good. Holy shit. I'm just freaking out about it. It's so nice. But yeah, I think by the time I turn this like footage into an actual video, I think before that I will have posted like an intro video with like my ASMR background and whatnot, and just like my editing background. I used to do like I used to edit quite a bit. It was I quite liked it. It was kind of my creative outlet that I leaned pretty heavily into. I made a lot of shit videos. A lot of ones that I'm proud of that I wish I could go back and literally make like the raw video quality better, because there were still like settings in my editing software that I was unfamiliar with. So a lot of the videos are really like bad, like the literal quality of the video image is bad, which sucks. I would have loved for some of those videos that I'm proud of to be better. Like I have a little GTA video that is like heavily edited with me and some friends doing a bunch of GTA races, which is one of the ones I'm very proud of. It's on my other channel, and like the quality of that video in terms of its contents, I'm very proud of. I'm very proud of the editing, but again, the video itself, the raw video quality is really bad. What the fuck am I doing here? Oh, this. I don't know what I'm doing. I just have to use it once, I think, and then I'm good. I think after this, we're done with the dailies, right? I can get out of the storm. I do like the storms, though. I wish I could do the events in the storm. Oh, there's a daily over there, too. I guess I'll grab that. Although it might be in the overworld. I bet it is. Let me go check. But I do very much like the rain again. I'm not really used to talking so much. I have to keep clearing my throat. Hopefully I remember to edit all those out. I should. I will be thoroughly going through so I don't miss that. Let's do this. You using equipment. Yeah, I guess so. Um, so yeah, I'm very excited to be like recording and editing again. It's something I enjoy doing usually. Not all the time, realistically, but I do like doing edited content. Currently, like I don't want to say magnum opus, but I think my big project for this channel, which the video probably won't be out by now, but it's gonna be like a long Ark playthrough, Ark Survival Evolved, the dinosaur survival game, where I'm gonna go through all the story maps and just play through them and kill the bosses. That takes some inspiration from all the Ark YouTubers that do like the 100 days in Ark videos. I went on a binge of a lot of those videos over the within the last few months. And I kind of wanted to try my hand at it because I haven't killed a lot of the bosses in that game. So that's kind of my big project. I literally have my editing software open in the background. It's just loading some of the video files because I think my first episode of that is going to be it's over 10 hours of footage. It's not going to be that long. I edited like a 3 or 4 hour footage into like 12 minutes, I think. Just of cuts and basic edits, nothing crazy. But I kind of want that to be my like big project for this channel. We'll see how it goes. Man, making heavily edited content, or just like in general having to sift through that much footage at once, definitely something I do not miss from making videos. But it's kind of part of it. It's just a long process, right? Just sifting through it all. Making a script too. Those videos are scripted. Like what I'm saying as I'm like commentating and narrating what's happening, basically. And all that along with deciding I want to do it in like an ASMR format, because that's something I've always wanted to do. Let me go get this daily. Let me go grab this daily quest. But yeah, that's something I always want to do. And so putting all of that on top of being new to making ASMR stuff, it's quite a lot. I've had so many sound like volume mixers and other sound applications up, just like messing with stuff, fiddling with it, seeing what I like and don't like. It's been quite overwhelming, but I think I will enjoy it in the long run. I believe this is the last quest here in this storm lair. Just gotta kill a bunch of these guys. So I'm just gonna gather them up because I'm a tank and I don't care. We have a guy following us, killing it all too, so that's easy. Alright, bang. Easy as that. I have to kill the guy in here, so we'll go do that real quick. I'm in combat, so I can't stealth, but that shouldn't matter. I should be able to sneak in. Goodbye. Okay, let's kill these guys. A part of me as well kind of wanted to do like, so I'm recording in binaural audio right now, right? So there's left and right. I haven't been doing much of it in this video. I was thinking maybe I would turn off the binaural, but then you wouldn't be able to hear my keyboard. My keyboard's pretty quiet. I could get out a louder keyboard, but I don't think I want to. I just got this new keyboard and has like silent red switches, which I'm very liking. I had normal reds for a long while, and over time they just started to annoy me more and more, basically. You never really realized how loud your keyboard is sometimes when you have your headphones on, even though my headphones aren't super soundproof. But you never really realize how loud it is, and then like, if you end up, playing a game or just typing with your headphones off more and more, you just kind of get annoyed, or at least I did. I got annoyed with the sound. It was just a little too loud. I could never do blues. I had a blue keyboard for like 3 days, and I was like, God, I hate this. It's so bad. I hate how loud it is. Okay, I think we're done in here, sadly. No more rain ambience. But I think after I'm done yapping, I will like end my recording and see and turn the yapping into a video. And then I might just, I don't know, I might just literally AFK in this area. It's just free rain sounds, right? Like I can just make my own rain sound background noise with this. So that's funny. But yeah, man, I yapped for so long, dude. That was crazy. Let's go turn this in and head back up to the non-rain area. I forgot where I do that. Over here, I think, right? This guy, yeah. Okay. Let's turn this thing in. Yeah, so all of the bonus objectives, little cave things, they are only in the... They're not in the storm. They're only in the regular zone, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Yeah, I can actually increase the eye level more, can't I? Let me do that up. I'll look up what the best gems are later. I need to get all the gems first. I think the best way to do that is caves. I might check real quick, but that's what one of my buddies told me the other day. Womp, who again is a close friend of mine. I was like, hey, what's the TLDR on this new ring now that I've been gone for a while? What they do to it? And they're like, basically like 45 minutes of grinding, you can get all the gems, and you can, have fun with them. So hopefully that'll be the case. Let me run around, or run to this cave, hopefully. And so hopefully the guy's not dead. I got this new thing. Oh, and he's just fucking dead. God damn it. Does he respawn? I don't know if he respawns. Probably not, right? Nope. I am 5 seconds too late, actually. That's crazy. A random singing citrine effect, a 150% effectiveness. That could be interesting. I don't know what all of the rest of the... I don't know what all the singing citrine effects are. Like, what's my current one? Secondary stat. So that could be decent. I bet a lot of the other ones are bad, though, so probably rolling the dice on that is not ideal. I suppose while I'm here, let me do one thing. Background, sound background. I'm just gonna look up what my best gems are right now. Wow, Guardian, Druid. Pull up a little WoW head here. Wow, they really condensed the WoW head guide, huh? Probably in Bisgear they talk about the gem, surely. Here we go. So, the Thunderlord. Is this updated? Yeah. Okay. So, Thunderlord, I think I have, right? That was the first one. Yeah, so cracking, this one's good. And then the other two, there's 2 other damage procs, basically. It's probably worth it. Realistically, no defensive value that I get out of this ring is probably going to be worth it at this point. You're already getting a shit ton of stamina. You're obviously losing secondary stats, but my rings suck ass. Oh yeah, here's my character, by the way. I have full mythic tier, 6 out of 6. Crafted boots, crafted weapon. 2 decent trinkets that I like. They're both like defensive, but I love this scarab. This trinket helped me so much when I first got it. Oh my god, it's so good. Defensively, it is so amazing. But yeah, full myth tier. I have a shit necklace and shit rings. That's basically it. The rest of it I could upgrade. I just don't have the currency and can't bring myself to grind M+ for 5 hours. I could have so many gilded crests. I think I could I could have so many gilded crests. But I'm basically just doing weekly, the weekly +10 for Vault. And that's mostly it. But yeah, we're just gonna wander around. I'll probably just do one of these caves and then get out of here. I might be able to even do both of these if we're fast enough. We'll see. Let me finish this off. I think some of my buds are getting on to play some League still as well. New Year's Eve League of Legends. We only play ARM though, so it's respectable. Yeah, you gotta respect the ARMs. We just fuck around and have fun. For the most part. Yeah. We're gonna do this 40 seconds. The longest 40 seconds of my life. That's like one of my favorite triggers, the SK sound. God, I love that. Ear to ear whispering with that, just like. Sadly, right now I can't like. I would be like listening to myself a little bit during these mostly, but I can't get my audio track. I couldn't get my audio track sorted, so that you wouldn't be able to hear it with my I use like a voice meter just to manage my audio, just make stuff easier, and you can mess with it more. So yeah, I couldn't get that to work really. Why? Daddy's the worst ambient ever. Oh my god, that was so loud. I wasn't ready for that. But yeah, I couldn't get that to work, so I'm not listening to myself. To be honest, listening to yourself while you talk and try and like man, that is hard. I can't do that. Like, there's just too much like overlap in your voice. I just like lose my train of thought, and I cannot do that. Anyone that does do that, you are a fucking trooper. You're insane. I don't know how you do that. That is crazy. I cannot hold the train of thought while listening to a delayed version of myself. I can't do it. I'm trying to like get my keyboard a little harder than normal so you could hear it. I kind of wanted. Oh hey, nice. Oh hey, that's the one. That's the gym. Which one? This one, right? Nice. I just need the other DPS proc one. Let them know I'm joining in a few in a few minutes rather. Okay, can I make it to this other cave? Probably fucking not. It's probably very dead, but I will try. The music here is pretty nice though, it's not bad. Decent background, like soothing. Surely I can make it. Surely. Please. Please. Oh, this is fucking. Oh yeah. Got it. Let's go. Perks of being a druid, you can just instantly mount up and go. Okay, this music's getting a little too epic. Guys, relax. I'm trying to make an ASMR video, please. I don't need intense fucking choral music. I don't even have my Mark of the Wild. That's crazy. Anyways. Okay, I vibe with this music. It's pretty good. Nice. Okay, and I got another one. Please, but what if it's it? Oh, that'd be funny. Okay, I mean, these gems are so free. I can bang these out in like, yeah, literally like half an hour. Okay. Well, I think that's where I'm gonna end it. This recording is 40 minutes, and the previous one I think was like 15 or something. Before my mic stopped working. Luckily, I've been keeping an eye on it, and my mic has not stopped working. That would be very sad if I like lost. Man, when my mic stopped working the first time, I was like, oh my god, how much yapping did I just lose? How much yapping am I going to have to re-say? Oh, but luckily it was only like 3 minutes. Okay. I didn't mean to jump off, but I'm a gamer, so it doesn't matter. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you. Stick around if you want to see what else I can do on this channel. I'm very excited for it. I think my current plan is I'll be messing with more like audio sounds in different videos as I go, and I'll decide which ones I like and which ones I don't. I think for the most part, using binaural is going to be the best, because it can also capture the mouse and the keyboard, which I think for like this style of content is good when I'm just wandering around yapping, playing a game. I also want to do some other games. I play a little bit. Like, I think other games that would be good for this would be this game. Maybe doing some classic. I've been playing hardcore. I'm very much a hardcore fan. I like the stakes. Maybe that says something about me. Also, maybe do some Zenless. I've been playing Zenless Zone Zero. Haven't spent any money, but God, the gameplay in that game is very nice. It's like hack and slash, like, I think that's what you call that type of gameplay. It's been very fun. But we'll see. We'll see what I do. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it.